Hey, hello everyone, good morning. Can you confirm audible or not? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So, where we stopped in the last session? The last session we discussed about
Internal styling.
how many ways we can apply styles, right? Okay. So, my question is a simple question. How many ways we can apply the CSS properties to element? What's your answer? How many ways can apply CSS properties to an element? What's your answer? How many ways we can do it? How many ways we
In
can apply styling?
inline, internal, and external.
Another one is like internal. Okay, the next one is like external or not. Okay, inline. Another one is like internal, and another one is like external or not. Okay, how we can apply inline styling? How we can apply inline styling using
Using
Style
style
attribute.
attribute.
style attribute? How we can apply internal styling using
Style
style
tabs.
tag? Using style tag. The drawbacks of inline styling what? You written duplicate code at the element level or not. You written the duplicate code at element level and making the changes also very costly. The next one is like internal styling. The drawbacks are what? Internal styling, the drawbacks are what?
Duplicate code
Come
at
on.
page level.
Styling drawbacks. Yeah, you written duplicate code at
At page level.
page level, right? Page level or not. To overcome those problems, they introduced external styling or not. So, which one is recommended to use in our real-time application development? Which one, which styling is like recommended to use, inline, internal, or external? Always, okay, recommended to use what? External styling or not. So yesterday we created one simple application. In that application we placed like three files, right? Okay, let me open that application first. So this is my application. Click info. Here ASIS is there, India is there, West Indies is there. So requirement satisfied. Requirement satisfied. The problem here with these lines of code, first 8 lines of code, common for each and every file or not? First 8 lines of code, common, each and every file. Yes or no? So that means you written these 8 lines of code in each and every place or not? Is nothing but you written like a kind of duplicate code, right? You written a duplicate code or not? Writing the duplicate code is not the recommended. Writing the duplicate code is not the recommended one. Page level or element level, wherever it is, writing the duplicate code is not the recommended one. Then how we can? Come on, it's like a page level. To avoid this problem, we have one more styling is there, external styling or not. So how we can go with the external styling? We can go with the external styling. Very simple. Okay, in the name itself external, right? So don't write your styles inside the HTML file. Write the styles outside, external. Take one external file, so that can I create one file whose extension is like .css. Can I create a file whose extension is like .css? Okay, now advanced also there, less so SAS. So we'll discuss later. Style.css or styles.css. First comfort with the basics and then we can go with the advanced. Any name you can put it, but the extension should be .css. Now, whatever you written the styles, whatever you written the styles at page level, I don't want, right? Just delete it. Okay, here delete it. The next one is like here also you can delete it. Okay, the next one is like here also you can delete it. Okay, you can delete, but the same styles you can keep in your style.css. Okay, na? Style.css. Here, see, there has some error it's showing like style tag. Okay, here it's showing some error. Why, very simple. See, first of all, tell me this is what kind of file. The extension is what? .html file. This is like a .html file. So if the file extension is like a .html, it is looking for HTML. In the HTML, if you want to write some CSS, okay, you have to tell, right? Hey, this code is belongs to CSS. Like that, you have to tell to the browser or not. How we can tell, Okay, whenever you place some code in the style tag, my browser can understand this is related to CSS. Whenever you return some code in the script tag, that time my browser can understand like, okay, this particular code is related to JavaScript. Okay, why you have to tell means the file is like HTML. Default HTML content can understand. If it is CSS, you have to tell externally to the browser, hey, this section is like CSS, this section is like JavaScript, like that. But if you come to this one, the file extension is what? .css. Okay, if the file extension is like .css, do you want me to tell again, okay, hey, this is like a CSS? Is it required? Whatever you written in the .html file, that is HTML. Whatever you written in the .css file, that is CSS. No need to tell externally or not. So that, okay, here again externally, no need to tell this is like a style, something like that. Just you can remove the style. That's it. Remove the style. Now, can you come here? Can you come here? These are not required, right? Remove it. Done. Now, can we run this? How we can run it? Open with the live server. Okay, now see, this is my India one. Okay, this is my ASIS one, and this is my West Indies one. But those styles are not applied, right? Those styles are not applied. Why those styles are not applied? How to debug this one? If the styles are not applied, how to debug it? Where you written the styles, tell me. Where you written the styles? The CSS where you written? Can anyone? The CSS where you written? Come on, the CSS where you written? The CSS where you written? Any one of you?
In CSS file outside this HTML.
Right, you return the CSS in the CSS file, so that that particular CSS file loaded or not. How you can check? If the file is loaded in the browser, then my browser can understand. So my question is, whenever you load like india.html, that particular file loaded or not loaded, I want to check. Loaded or not loaded, I want to check. So how we can check it? Very simple. My browser requested to that particular CSS file or not, I want to check it. My browser is requested to that particular CSS file or not, I want to check it. How we can check it? Tell me.
Network tab.
Right, network tab. Let me open the network tab. Is like really my browser requested for that CSS file or not? Just check it. Okay, now I am in the developer console window, network tab. Can I refresh my page? Whenever I refresh my browser send how many requests? See this? My browser send how many requests? Only one request. That too for which file he send a request? That too for which file he send a request? India.html. Is my browser send a request to .css file? Is my browser send a request to styles.css file? No, right? If my browser not ask, if you not ask, who will give? Okay, you have to ask. My browser not ask, not requested for that CSS file, so that that CSS file no one given, that CSS not loaded, so that that particular style is not applied or not. So what you have to do? My browser has to request it to that CSS file or not. So how my browser can request to that particular CSS file? Or my question is like, whenever you load HTML, how we can load your external CSS file in the HTML? That is the question. Whenever you load HTML, how we can load one external CSS file in the HTML? How we can? Means very simple. How we can add the fav icon to your page? Fav icon to to our page, how we can add? By using which element, which tag? Have
Link.
I think about this one, link tag, right? So here also, to load your external CSS files, we are going to use like link tag only. Here there has two attributes, mandatory attributes are there. Can anyone remember? One is like relation, another one is like
href.
ref. Okay, now relation, that time icon, this time style sheet. Okay, it's like a CSS, right? I want to link with the CSS file or not. Style sheet. href, where is your CSS file? Within the same folder only, right? So that you can directly write the CSS. Now this line I added in the india.html file. Now you can go to india.html file. Now clear the network, clear the network. This is the icon. Now refresh the page. Whenever you refresh it, now my browser send how many requests? My browser send how many requests? One is like india.html is send a request. Another one is like styles.css also is send a request, so that my styles also loaded. That the reason, okay, my browser has the CSS. Once my browser has the CSS, my browser no need to tell, okay, to my browser, we can apply the CSS to that elements or not. Agreed? This is the way one requested, okay, one file is like loaded or requested by the browser or not. Now I'm going to do the change like a style css.css. Now what happened? Can anyone guess? Can
It will
anyone
not
guess?
load the seed.
Second, if I
It will
refresh,
not.
my browser requested for that file is there or not there?
Not.
Not there. If the file is not there, now see, my browser as usual send a request, but that particular file is not there. That time you can get an error 404. 404 is nothing but not found. Whenever you get some errors or some info messages, some logs, where you can see all these error messages, log messages, info messages, where we can see in the console tab, or
Console.
if you go to the console tab, here you can see the message, okay, that particular one is not there, something like that, you can get it. Say this, the styles.css, this particular file is not there. Got my point? So what you have to do, make sure your file name should be correct. Okay, wherever you see this 404, wherever you see 404 in your network, you can understand like that particular file. I'm looking for one thing that is not available in that particular scope, in that particular location. It is not there. So now it is working for India. But if you come to ASIS, now here is my, okay, I go to the network again. In the ASIS, is it send a request to the server for a CSS file? No, right? See, my browser send how many requests? Only one request. So that what you have to do? Which line you have to add? This line you have to add where? In your ASIS.html also or not? Okay, in your westindies.html also or not? Okay, now can you write, okay, this, okay, sorry, india.html, let me copy this line. Okay, go to westindies.html. Now just you can place it. Okay, done. Now tell me, this div para h1 placed inside which element? In the body na header, div para h1 in the body. What about the link where it is going to place? What about the link where it is going to place?
Head.
In the
Head.
tab, if you observe here in the head tag, my link is like placed in the body tag, this one. Head tag by default, which CSS property is there for my head tag? Which CSS property is there? Head tag with CSS property is there. Come on, head tag with CSS property is there.
Display none.
Plain none. That means whatever you have in the head tag that is not visible directly to the end user, that particular code, whatever you written in the head, that is like supported the elements which are loaded or which are visible to the end user or not. They give support. Got the point? Okay. So this is the one. Okay. Now, whenever you load this one, okay, from here, just I want to go with okay, India assist.html. Now my assist.html is loaded or not. Now one page to another page, how we can navigate? One page to another page, how we can navigate? One page to another page, how we can navigate?
Anchor.
tab.
Using anchor tag, right? So that can be write one anchor tag here. Okay, just you can write one anchor tag. Okay, now tell me how we can write the anchor. My anchor. Anchor is which kind of element?
Inline.
It's like inline element or not. Okay, now here one is like, okay, go to India. Another one is like anchor says. The next one is like anchor West Indies. Okay, done. Now if you run this, where you return in the WI, right? In the West Indies, say India says West Indies. I don't want that style. Okay, I don't want that style. Why this is applied from a para that is already applied or not? Okay, that's the reason. Okay, just you can put like some h3. Okay, some h3 you can add it. Now if you write something like this, then the West Indies na added. If you write something like this, it is looks like this or not. But anchor, whenever you click, it should navigate to some other, right? But you not written where to navigate that code you not written or not. See, anchor is there, but if I click on the India, where you want me to navigate that particular code you not written or not. Now tell me how we can tell whenever you click on this anchor tag navigate to some other page, by using which attribute we can tell?
Href.
Attribute or not. Href is my attribute. Now whenever you written like navigate to india.html, if I refresh my page, now see, whenever you added like href, then that time there has some extra css properties are added or not. There has some extra css properties are like added or not. Yes or no? Now whenever you click on this India, okay, now it is navigate to okay india.html, but here the problem here is what? Okay, css quick info, okay, india.html. India.html, can you take this css quick info assist.html? Okay, now the same way you can write some other. Okay, from quick info you can take it index.html, not india.html. ind. Okay, now don't save it. Now again you can go to the console. Now see what kind of error you can get it. What kind of error you can get it. Now see this 404. 404 is nothing but what? This particular one I'm requested, but that is not available or not. Index.html I'm looking for. Is my index.html is there or not there? India.html is there, but index.html is there or not there? Not there. So that what is my status code 404 or not? Okay, now what change is required here? India.html you can. Now refresh the page. Whenever you put the cursor, okay, whenever you put the cursor, now it is navigate to india.html or not? Yes or no? It is navigate to india.html. Like that, can I write my href equals to, what is that? aus.html. Okay, the next one is like my href equals to westindies.html. Westindies.html. Now see, these lines of code, I'm going to write in each and every page. Did you observe? Okay, now see, here also I want like anchors and link tag. Here also I want like anchors and link tag, and here also I want like anchors and link tag. Now see how many lines of code again the duplicate. how many lines of code, again the duplicate in each and every file. Okay, this 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of code is duplicate or not. At this moment, by using HTML, we can't do anything. On top of, we have some libraries, okay, frameworks are there, right? React to Angular, like that. By using those libraries or frameworks, we can avoid this duplicate code also. We can write all these things, common things in one place. We can reuse it wherever you want, how many times you want. Got my point? Now, if you come here, this is the one. Okay, all are having the links or not? All are having the links or not? Yes or no? Now, if I click on this, okay, India, okay, India. If I click on the ASIS like this, okay. Okay, let me close all other tabs. Okay, if I click on the West Indies, ASIS, and India, like this or not? Now, my application development is completed. For example, my application development is completed. Once my application is development is completed, what is the next level step? Once our application development is completed, what is the next thing? Okay, so far this application, who can see? Okay, who can access? So for this application, okay, I shared my link in your chart. Okay, so if you click on this one, are you able to access or not? Are you able to access or not? You are not able to access, right? You are not able to access. Why we are not able to access? Why? Because this application I'm running in my local machine. Okay, my machine is like controlled by me. Okay, in my machine, just I'm running my application. I only the person can see my application or not. In this world, remaining people cannot see or not. But my requirement is what? Our requirement is what? Once my application development is completed, what is our requirement? Come on, what is our requirement?
Deploy.
You have to deploy that application, right? You have to deploy that application or not? Yes or no? You have to deploy that application. So how we can deploy that application? Very simple. So far your application is running in my local machine. So that you have to run your application where now? In the cloud machine or not? Okay, now see. Now this is my local machine. This is my local machine. In my local machine, this is my application. And this application I only access. Why? Because this mission controlled by me, so that whenever I required, I start my mission and I can go to this path. I can run my application. I can see the output. So that who, if it is like local mission, who can access? Me only can access. But my goal is what? I want to make this application is available to throughout the world. Anyone can access like that or not. So what you have to do, instead of running your application in the local machine, can you run your application in the cloud mission? So in the cloud, can you purchase one mission? Can you purchase one mission in the cloud? Whenever you purchase a mission in the cloud, okay, so anyone by using internet with IP address can connect or not, if it is like a cloud mission? Yes or no? If you know the IP address or address of your mission, and if you have an internet, anyone can communicate with this mission or not? Yes or no? Come on, which is running in my internet. Okay, if you know the address of the mission, anyone can access it or not. If this mission can access it by me, but this mission accessed by any person, if they know the address, if they all the people can access this mission in the mission, okay, can I keep my application now? Can I keep my application now in this mission? Can I keep my application now? Whenever I kept this application in the cloud mission, okay, if you have the internet, if you have okay address, anyone can access this mission. In the mission, okay, this particular what, this particular application, anyone can access it or not? Yes or no? Okay, so first thing is like you have to purchase one mission like local mission. Okay, how the local mission is looks like? I need some space, okay, RAM, all these things. Okay, hard disk and RAM. So once you have the mission, now can you transfer your application from my local to cloud mission? Okay, now tell me, okay, move your files, okay, move your application from your local to cloud mission, what we can say? Local to cloud mission, what we can say? We can say like a deployment or not. So that first of all, I need like a one cloud mission. So there are so many service providers are there. Okay, they are ready to provide you cloud missions. Tell me some service providers who know. Oh, anyone knows service providers? Cloud missions, AWS,
AWS,
Amazon Web
Azure.
Services. Okay, these people provided you cloud mission. Next, Azure. These people also provided you cloud mission. Next, the next, GoDaddy.
Google. GoDaddy.
GoDaddy. These people also like this different service provider. Webster also you can deploy your code. Google Cloud also you can deploy. Like this different service providers are there. Okay, anyone you can choose. Okay, one day we are going to discuss AWS Azure also. For now, with the GoDaddy. Okay, I have already purchased one mission. I already purchased one mission, the GoDaddy. So let me connect with that mission. If you want to connect your external missions, which softwares are there? External missions, if you want to connect, come on, which softwares? FileZilla is the software. Next, WinSCP. WinSCP is the software. Next, Putty. It is also one software. FileZilla WinSCP used for transfer the files from my local to cloud, cloud to local. Putty is used for through commands. If you want to do some operations, you can use the Putty one. Now, in my case, only transfer the file, so I can go with the FileZilla. This is the open source software. Now I want to connect with the cloud mission. If you want to connect with the mission, what required? Where the mission is running. The next one is like that mission username and password. So my mission is running here. Username and password is this one. Let's connect. Now, if you observe here, the software provides you two sections. One is like your local mission. This is your local mission. In the local mission, this is my application. Yes or no? The next one is like what? This is my cloud mission. In my cloud mission, there has some space is there. This is like unlimited space. Okay, total space I don't want to use. Total space I don't want to use for one application. Just I write partition. See, in my application, multiple services. In my local mission, multiple services are running, right? If you go to the task manager, in my application, there has multiple services. Now see this. Okay, there has multiple services are running or not? Multiple services. Same like this. One mission, okay, you can run multiple services also, no problem at all. In my mission, any number of services. Here, I'm going to create like one of the, okay, what we can say, domain name or subdomain to, okay, separate one application to another application, means one service to another service. That service name is like, okay, I given like one subdomain name. Now, in this particular service, okay, in this particular service, I want to keep my code. In this particular service, just I want to keep my code. I want to keep my code. Okay, which service that is? dev.ui.javakit.com is the service. Okay, now. Okay, there are some processes going on. Let me close it and open it. Okay. Now connect. This is the one. Let me delete it. Previous one I want to delete. Okay, na? Okay then. Now the next one. Can anyone guess? The next one. Now move the files from my local to where? Move the files from my local to where? Cloud mission or not. Move the files from my local to cloud mission. Moving the files from my local to cloud, what we can say, it's like a deployment or not. Once you deployed this one, now you can connect. If you know the address, if you have the internet. I know the address, I have the internet. Now let me connect. Okay, whenever you connect, you are getting like 403 forwarded access. Why? Because by default, my web server recognize one of the file called as a index.html. Index.html file is there or not there? Not there. Which file is there? Which file is there? India.html file is there. So that directly you can open India.html. Now, if I click on this one, Aussies and West Indies, something like this or not. Now, this particular application, okay, can accessed by whom? Not only me. In this world, anyone can access it or not? Yes or no? Not only me. In this world, anyone can access it or not? Yes or no? I pasted that URL in the chart. Now you can open. Are you able to access or not? I pasted in chart that application. Are you able to access or not?
Yes.
Okay, you're able to access, right? Not only you, me, okay. Who knows this address? Who knows this address? Okay, those many people can access. In this world, anyone can access. Got my point? This is called as what? Deployment or not. Okay, so once your application development is completed, this deployment is like mandatory or not. Okay, application development is completed means just one client has the requirement, you satisfy that requirement, done. You have to publish, right? Then only, okay, for example, you have a product. For that product, you created like one application. If you want to know, if you want to make the product, okay, visible to the world, if you want to tell something about that product to this world, you have to deploy that application so that other people can access that application, can see your product or not. So that deployment is mandatory. Deployment is mandatory. So any questions, anyone so far? Okay, at the time of Angular, okay, at the time of React, anyway, we are like React, right? At the time of React, just we are going to how to deploy your React application, AWS, in Azure, in GoDaddy, all these things we'll see that time again. For now, okay, just it's like a static web page, that's it. Any questions so far? No? Okay, then shall we move to the next one? The next one is like priority order. Priority order. Okay. So I'm going to write some code. You only explain. So tell me which styling is like recommended one always. Inline, internal or external?
External.
Okay, always like external styling is the recommended one or not. Okay, if it is have a specific requirement, then only you can go with the inline or internal. But if application is there, in the application level, if you want to apply some CSS, let's go with the external styling. Okay, na? Okay, then the next one is like I have one HTML file is there. Okay, hello.html. I have one styles.css file is there. In the styles.css file, h1 is the one. Okay, just color red. Okay, na? Done. My hello.html, okay, has the h1 such an, okay, na? Here I want to make it like link relation equals to what? Style sheet href equals to styles.css. 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 Done. Now my section in which color it is visible? My section visible like in which color? Everyone knows. The red color, right? Don't think
Red
about
color.
red color or not. Okay, done. Now this is which kind of styling? This is which kind of styling?
External.
External.
Now, if I write something like this, if I write something like this, then
Overwritten by green.
yes.
Green color.
Which kind of styling? Inline styling, right? So for my same H1, you applied what? Inline and external. Inline and external. For what? For the same HTML. Okay, H1, same file, same element. For the same element, you applied inline and external. Okay, na? Okay. The next one. This is which kind of styling?
Internal styling.
Internal styling. Now tell me. I have only one element is there. For that particular element, I applied inline styling, I applied internal styling, I applied external styling. For the same
Inline.
element, then the time, tell me the priority order. Now, if you run this particular one, okay, my Sachin visible to the end user in which color?
Green.
Green color. Green color. You are right. Now, if you remove this one, if I remove this one, then which color?
Yellow.
Yellow color.
If you remove this one also, then which color? Finally, the red color.
Red color.
Now, tell me the priority order. Who get the first priority? Inline, internal, and external. Who get the first priority?
Internal. Inline.
Inline get the first priority. Inline greater than internal greater
Internal.
than external.
Then external.
External or not. This is the priority order. Got my point? Priority order. So let me run this one. Okay, H1 color red. Next one is what? Can I copy this? Can I go to index.html? Can I paste it? Done. Now can you run this one? Open with live server. Okay, green color. Who got the priority? Now inspect it. Go to the elements. Now see my inline dots, the elements dot style. This is the inline styling. The next one is like what? Internal styling. The next one is what? External styling. So this two strike off, right? So these two override by with what? Color green means inline styling or not. If the inline styling is not there, as you said, who get the priority? Who get the priority? Internal. Now see yellow in the red color. Now this internal also not there, then who get the priority? That time external. External or not? Yes or no? So the priority order is like inline, internal, and external. Now if you run, my color is like what? Green. But my question is like, I want this color. Then I want this color. Still all are applied, but I want red color only. Then the time I don't want to consider the priority order. Directly, I want this color red. Then the time how? Means very simple. Irrespective of your priority order, if you want to apply one CSS property directly, tell to the browser, hey, this property is like very important. Just can you apply this important property only? Can you apply this important property only? Yes or no? Irrespective of your priority order. Okay, if you want to apply one CSS property that is like an important for us, then the time you have tell to my browser. How we can tell to my browser? It's like an important. After the property value, okay, just put like exclamatory and then important. And then important. Okay, now whenever you make it like an important, my browser can understand like, hey, this property is like important. Don't think more about that internal inline or some other also. Just make this property as like an important, right? So that just you can make this property is like applied to that particular element. This is the way. Okay, if you don't want to consider the priority order, want to apply one CSS property directly, you can go with this. Understood? Okay. So the question is like, okay, what is the priority order? What's your answer? The priority order is like inline is greater than internal is greater than external. Okay, irrespective of priority order, if you want to apply some CSS property, how we can apply? Make that CSS property is like visible, like what? Make it like important. Then only that particular property get the first priority or not. Understood? Hello, okay. Up to here, any questions? Okay. Now in HTML, I asked you to write answers these questions. Okay. Did you complete or not? Go to Kalam Schools. Okay, ours is like what? Full stack UI. Okay, HTML5 not a discussion, right? Okay, HTML basics. Why we go for HTML? Everyone knows, right? What is inline element and what is block level element? Can we convert inline to block level? How we can find the source code of your template? Where we can see the browser storages, where we can track the requests and responses in your browser. What is an attribute? How to add the fav icon and title to your page. Title tag versus title attribute. Now you know, right? Title tag versus title attribute. Style tag versus style attribute. Now you know, right? Yes or no? Style tag, style
Yes.
attribute. Okay, login page, design the template for login. How the password field is behaving like text with some mask. Why it is behaving like that? Because of one of the CSS
WebKits.
properties like WebKit text security. Design registration form. What is deployment? Okay, we already deployed the page, right? Okay, this one already we deployed. What is deployment? The next one is like how many attributes we can write to an element. Okay, now write the CSS. Okay, how many ways can apply the CSS? How many ways can we apply CSS properties to an element? To an element. How many ways we can apply? Okay, inline,
3.
internal, and external or not. What are the drawbacks? Drawbacks in inline and internal. What are the drawbacks in inline and internal?
Duplication.
Okay, the next one is like, okay, you written the duplicate code, which level? Here,
Element level and
element level.
page.
Here, page level. Here, page level. Always, which one is like recommended one? External or not?
External.
How to apply external styling? External styling. Yes or no? What is the priority order? Priority order in CSS. What is the priority order? Tell something about important. Important. Tell something about this important. Yes or no? Okay, the next one. How to load one external CSS file in HTML. One external .css file in .html. How we can?
Link.
By using link. By using link. Relation property. Okay, link relation is there, right? Okay, link relation is like icon, icon, icon versus link relation equals to style sheet. What is the difference? What is the difference? Relation equals to icon and href equals to something. It is like a fav icon. And this one is for what? Load an external CSS file or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why we go for okay anchor, a tag, a tag. Okay, now you already know, right? Okay, now see, whenever you click on this
Navigate.
one page to another page, if you want to navigate, then you can go with the anchor tag or not. Then you can go with the anchor tag. Understood? Okay, can you answer all these questions? Let me share this running notes with you. Okay. Already these questions are there. Okay, no problem. Okay, you can go to this space, Kalam Schools UI Java Kit. Okay, Kalam Schools 5 full stack UI. Next, let me share that link. Yeah, you can go to this. Okay, you can click on this full stack UI. Okay, full stack UI. Now you can see the running nodes from day one to till today. If you want to, if you want to download the running nodes, just you can download it. Now see, okay, one PDF file can see here. You can see all the running nodes here, day one to till today. Yes or no? Okay, you can write the answers in your own words. Okay, the next one is like class programs. Okay, so far we discussed these many programs, right? Let me, okay, share these programs also with you. Let me share these programs also with you. Okay, now this is my job. Don't think more. Okay, what I'm doing now. Alarmschools.com. Go to download section, stack UI. Okay, done. Now I uploaded. Now you can click on the class programs. Whenever you click on the class programs, there has one zip file downloaded. Now you can go to the zip file. Now you can see day one to till today, whatever the programs we discussed, those programs you can see here. Are you able to see? Both are working for you or not? Can anyone confirm? Is it like working or not?
Yeah, it's working.
Are you able to download? Hello?
Yes, I downloaded it.
It's
Yes,
downloading,
we
right?
can download.
Working, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, like that on daily basis. Okay, not like daily basis. Okay, weekly, twice like this we are going to upload. Meanwhile, you have to do your own. Okay. Okay then. So tomorrow and after tomorrow no session. The next session is on Monday. Tomorrow we have workshop 9 a.m. If you want, you can join, which is related to TypeScript. So from your end, you have to write all these questions. Okay. Okay, you can write answers and drop a mail once you completed. Okay, just mail trainings@vtschool.com. Trainings@vtschool.com. Just you can mail. Okay, the next one is like how to get the videos. Go to VTS School. You already enrolled or not? If you do not enroll, just let me know. Okay. Once you enroll to the course, you can go to the users tab. You can go to the users tab. Once you go to the users tab, your enrolled courses you can see here. Okay. Your enrolled courses you can see. Your enrolled course for the full stack UI with React, for example. Okay, now if I click on the payment history videos, now see all the demo videos you can find here. Okay, so far 5 demos completed. Okay, the today's demo also. Okay, yesterday's demo also will upload. Okay, like this you can see all the demo videos. Now if you click on this demo 3, okay, just you can go, okay, and you can view the demo 3. Got my point? Okay, these are the demos. After that you can get like remaining videos also same like this. Now see, for example, if you take MERN, now see, these many videos are there. MERN. Okay, now you can go, okay, day 55 video, day 54 video, just you can go to that. Okay, got my point? So just enroll to the course. But if you not enroll, now it is not visible. Why? Because okay, they removed that link. Okay, now you can enroll internship for Node.js and this is what? This is free workshop. Angular you can enroll Django, full stack Python and full stack Java. But UI they remove. Okay, if you not enroll, just you can drop. Okay, so that they can enable the link so that you can enroll. Once you enroll only, then only you can see this users your enrolled courses. If you not enroll, you are not able to see. Okay. Okay. The next one is like, let's go to Kalam Schools. Okay. One more website is like uijavakit.com. Okay. In the uijavakit.com, this HTML you can complete all. Last HTML5, you may not understand. You're able to understand, but few things you not understand. You may not understand. So that which are not, just leave it. Remaining you can complete. Introduction, inline block level attributes, input controls, HTML5 tags. Okay, this HTML5 not a discussed, but just wait. Let's go to the CSS. In the CSS introduction, apply styles you can complete it. How many ways we can apply? Okay, na? Okay, that is the next one. The next one is like go to the write test. Okay, you can log in. Now go to the write test. Just try to write the test in HTML. Try to write the test in HTML. Okay, the next one is like try to write the test the CSS also. CSS also. Okay, on daily basis you have to write the test. Okay, whenever you get like 20 out of 20, then you can stop writing. Then you can stop writing. No issues. Okay, that one. So see, on daily basis, these are the assignments you have to. Okay. Now you have to answer all the questions. And drop mail to this. The next one. uijavakit.com. Okay. Go to uijavakit.com. Complete HTML and CSS. Okay, how much what we completed. The next one is like go to writetest.com. .in, write the test. Okay. Next, go to kalamschools.com. Okay, running notes. Just read the running notes, and download programs. Okay, and practice. Okay. The next, this program not start now, but just for our purpose of telling. Okay, write program is there, na? Write program. Today's date is what? 11th date. 11th date. So 11th date program is this one. Calculate the sum of array of numbers recursively. This is the 11th date program. JavaScript 11th date program is this one. So this program you can write here and do comment. If you are able to do. Like this, not only JavaScript, if you want to write the program for Python, you can write the Python program. If you want to write the program for Java, you can write the Java program. Okay, these are like low level. Okay, there has 3 levels of programs we are going to provide: low, medium, and high level. Okay, this is low level. Now go to the write test. Okay, now if you go to the home, in the home itself you can see one more program for 11th date. 11th. This is somewhat like medium level, you can say medium level. This program, if you want to write program, there has one option is there. Here you can write the program and comment it. Here you can write the program and comment it. This is the next one. The next one is like more from us, your post also there. See this, there is one more website, your post. Okay, in the your post, same username and password you can use. For write test to Kalam School, so your post, same username and password. Okay, you can log in. Here there has one high level program, you can see one high level program. Okay, this program also you can write. You can write here. You can write here like this on daily basis. 3 programs you can write. Okay, the course duration is like 3 months. Each program repeated like 3 times in your entire course. If you miss one time also, next time you can write it. Understood? Any questions? Okay, step by step you can go. Okay, I'm not asking you all these things you do. Okay, one day after that. Okay, not like that. Just first get some idea. Okay, basic things. Okay, these you can complete it first. Okay, HTML. Okay, whatever we discussed in the class, those complete. Try to write the test. Habituate. Write the test. Okay, read the notes on daily basis. Today this topic completed. Read that notes. Okay, once our JavaScript completed, and then try to write the programs. And then try to write the programs. Like that you can plan. Okay, na? Any questions, anyone?
Yes, sir. Suppose in our HTML, suppose we have 2 external CSS, and both CSS has the same type of element CSS. So which one we apply?
Based on the loading. Based on the loading. Okay, first one you loaded. Okay, for example. Okay, second one is like overwrites the first one. Like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Got
So
it?
the last one is the pretty one
Yes.
which loaded.
Yes. Yes. Just you can try. Just you can try.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, then thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Okay. This is all you can complete. Okay. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow is like no class, right? Just spend some time. Okay, then thank you guys. Bye.